Hi guys, welcome to Mitch Gosling TV again. So this is now working on the triceps, so we're going to smash the triceps today. We're going straight into a cable. It's like a skull crusher, but as you can see I'm doing it into a two-part movement. So this is similar to what I do to the dumbbells as well. So basically it's down to the forehead, controlling it, dropping it, keeping that nice L shape into the arms. And you'll see at the end I do something different after as well, but let's just bang these out. So it's literally a nice stretch, squeezing them, dropping them down. I feel this really pulls and stretches the inner head of my tricep, and I really feel that. Basically this is the area that I'm going to try and thicken up this year because it is really weak. So now I've just gone into a normal French press after I've done 12 reps of the other movement, the first movement. So this is now just pumping out, really isolating the area now. So this is basically equivalent to doing, say, 24 reps, between 20 to 24 reps, depending on how you feel on the day. But that's going to be our guide. So it's just a nice squeeze at the top, and then that's it. This is nicely set up, this, for the back as well, so it doesn't put too much pressure on the back. It will be like supersetting as well. So we're going to go into the extensions now. So this is the kickbacks. And you can see on this movement what I try and do is lean into it, and I try and kick my arm right up, so I'm really flexing at the top. That's it. So it's not just pushing back, it's actually lifting as well as I move to the top. So it's up and squeeze. Same again, I'm keeping these nice and soft just so I'm protecting my back. Try not to curve my lower back. Up and squeeze, as you can see, and I'm actually supporting my body weight on my other leg. So it takes all the pressure away from my lower back. This is not particularly heavy, but it's so isolated, and when you isolate a muscle, that still stimulates growth. So we straight into the other side, and you can see another angle. We're just going from different angles just so you can see the positions that we're in. You can do this kneeling on the bench, supporting yourself on the bench is entirely up to you, but as long as I've got my support through my leg and my hand, I basically feel my lower back supported. So it's just up squeeze, and I'm taking the cable into my shoulder. So it's up squeeze, drive that cable into the shoulder. And then we're going to go overheads. This is obviously like the dumbbells, overhead dumbbells. So a bit of volume training here, really going to superset it. Up and squeeze. As you can see, I'm trying to keep my angle, so I'm going straight up in the air. I'm really stretching down on the tricep. And just squeezing at the top and keeping it very smooth. No jerking from the bottom, which you'll see a lot of people do when you do these sort of exercises. So it's like a little rest pause at the bottom, which really helps to take away all that bouncing and momentum movement. So obviously onto the opposite side. Just same again, guys, we're trying to get some really good angles here, just so you can obviously see the actual positions that we're in, just so you know exactly how we position ourselves when we do the exercises. So it's a nice stretch. So all I'm thinking on this exercise is not so much the weight, but just thinking about the stretching part of the movement. And obviously you stretch long muscles, bigger muscles, etc. So we just want to obviously get that good stretch without doing any form of jerking movement. So again, still keep giving a bit of flexing in between. Just like as I said before, you know, obviously what I do is to get on stage and pose, and this really is very productive for me. So you know, it's something that's very good to keep tensing and flexing. So it really does help to progress the hardness, and then obviously sort of posing fit as well. I mean, when you get on stage, it's very hard to pose for a long period of time, especially if you haven't practiced. You sort of get what we call muscle shake when you see a lot of guys on stage that are not new. They're all new to this, and then you'll find that you'll actually start getting a lot of muscle shake because of the tension. You're putting your muscles under one hell of a tension when you're posing. So same again, we're going back in, and it's like I say, it's a circuit. Nice stretch, squeeze at the top, and I'm just dropping it down, trying to drop it down as far as I can go. I haven't got the best bench, but like I say, normally a nice padded bench, normal bench will take you a little bit higher, so you can probably get your hands a little bit lower. So it's just bringing it up, squeezing, and what I'm trying to do is keep my elbows together as well. So keeping the elbows together. So I'm giving you different styles, like I say, cables. I've done this on the dumbbells before, but I've not done it on the cables and shown you. So up, and we're just doing this pump out now where we're squeezing. So this is like a traditional French press or skull crusher, whatever you want to call them. Up, squeezing through the tricep, and then we're going to go straight into our kickbacks. So I'm getting a very, very good pump. Like I said before, after finished competing, I really got to take advantage of the growth that I could really gain from putting everything back in. So up and squeeze, trying to keep that back as straight as possible, supporting through my other arm, which as you can see is on my leg. So up, squeezing, just trying to think, same again, contracting the muscle. Just squeezing them out and then swapping sides. So rep range is around about 10 to 12 on these. It's a very, very controlled, and you can actually see I'm basically, it's like I'm pinning my elbow. My elbow's not moving, it's not dropping. I'm trying to keep it as high as possible, just so I really, really stress the tricep. So I've put on about 4 kilos since the show, which in about 3 days. So most of that, so about 85% of that will be water. So this is my watery look at the moment, which is not bad considering. So we're going to go back into another set of overhead triceps. The same again, guys, making sure your elbow stays towards your head. You're not letting it sprawl out to the side. So you really want to stress the tricep, really lengthen that tricep. That's what I find this exercise is for, okay? You're just lengthening the head of the tricep. So a nice stretch, and as I said before, there's no bouncing. I'm trying to keep it as smooth as possible. And it's like a stinging feeling you get in your tricep when you do this properly. So I'm trying to keep that elbow towards my head, taking it up, big squeeze, and contract. So this is my local gym that I work in. It's not as bodybuilding orientated as a lot of gyms that I train in. So it's more of a fitness type of gym, but it's perfect for me to give you some demonstrations because it's not as busy as most gyms. And it's just a good environment for you guys to see obviously my training that I do. And it's not all about always being in a big bodybuilding gym. Okay guys, a few more poses there for you. So I'm holding quite a bit of water at the moment, but that will soon come off. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in to Mitch Gosling TV. I hope you like the bicep and tricep workouts that we've done recently. And carry on doing what you're doing, guys. Following, sharing my links. I'm very grateful. Cheers.